Welcome to finish this exciting topic. England prepare for first semi-final against Argentina at the World Cup as they look to book third place and take on Spain in Sunday's final. We will have a report here from Thomas Tuchel, Hurricane living here. Promises Keir Starmer also said some words about England in the Commons. We'll be live to Birmingham and Liverpool tonight, also on tonight's programme. So Keir Starmer says goodbye to Labour MPs and says goodbye to the House of Commons as he has his final premises questions before leaving. Also tonight, woman had been separated from her friends on the night when two of the men took her behind a beach hut and raped her. Sneakers give lengthy prison sentence for the rape of a woman on Brighton Beach. Welcome to the BBC News at 6. Our top headline: England prepare for first semi-final against Argentina tonight at 8 o'clock. England look to book their place. I've got photos outside. England fans. Yes. I took some photos on my phone. Fans across Atlanta. Yeah, but I'm using it on my phone, so I'm going to show you photos when he goes on it. Prepare for a semi-final against Argentina in Atlanta. Fans are pouring into the stadium tonight. And there is fans pouring around the UK's pubs and fan zones. Get ready for what's to be a fantastic night. This report from Ollie Foster has his support. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. Guys, let's hear your wishes to be granted.
Come on, Dick Wads, if you're ready or not. There.
Ready or not, here I go. You got fight. I'm gonna fight you. What do you want? Don't know what that house says. Jaws on. What's the price is that?
sleep. Well, on the evidence of last night, probably quite a small sleep before one of England's biggest ever World Cup clashes.
I think we got it in us. Look how we defended against Mexico. We've got that team spirit. I think we can carry that on.
Well, I was lucky enough to be in Japan the last time we beat Argentina in a World Cup game, 1-0 Beckham penalty in an indoor stadium. So I'm hoping history repeats itself.
I think we'll win. I absolutely think we will, and I think England play with a lot of passion and a lot of fight.
The history of fixtures between England and Argentina screams conflict.
Clearly put in with a hand.
Most notably, Maradona's Hand of God goal. And David Beckham's sending off, both matches ending in defeat.
For Beckham, it's a red card.
But while fans drink it up, the Three Lions head coach believes the past is just that.
We respect our opponent, but we don't dip in historic events, and we don't make it bigger than it is. It's a big football match. It's, like you said, a big occasion. We are very excited, grateful, but very hungry and ready to go.
But Tuchel says he definitely is inspired by those at home, desperate to see his team succeed.
That's essentially what the World Cup is for, to excite the country, to excite fans, and to transmit energy and make people forget their worries, make people's lives better for 120 minutes, and be just combined and be united and represented by a team.
There's a full squad to choose from today. Declan Rice has recovered from his short illness. So assuming they're all over the impact of extra time in Miami's heat and humidity, then they couldn't be in a better place approaching the game of their lives. Steve Scott, ITV News, Atlanta.
Well, there's still a few hours to go until England and Argentina take to the pitch tonight in Atlanta. It's just past 8:30 in the morning there, but already fans are enjoying the build-up. Our US correspondent Dan Rivers is there too. Dan, give us a sense of the mood there.
Oh, the excitement and anticipation is really building here in Atlanta. I think a lot of England fans and Argentinian fans will be shaking off their last-minute nerves, and some of them will be shaking off some sore heads even before this game has got underway. The bars were pretty busy for both sets of fans. I think the England fans are going to be heavily outnumbered here by the Argentinians by possibly, a factor of several fold, I think. But England fans are positive going into this, despite the long history between the two sides. The Argentinian fans we talked to as well are well aware of the history of the Hand of God and the Falklands War and all that went before that. But they are also saying this is more than just a football match for them.
One of the main songs, it says for Malvinas, which is the Falklands, for Diego and for Leo. So it's not rivalry, but it's just one of our main anthems of football. It is for the Falklands, for Diego and for Leo.
So kickoff is in less than 7 hours in the stadium behind me. It's been pretty rainy here for the last 24 hours, but this is a covered stadium. So although there might be rain outside, there is still going to be a storm of noise and excitement and anticipation inside as everyone counts down to this crucial semi-final.
Dan, as you say, less than 7 hours. Thank you very much. Well, one man who knows what it's like to win and lose against Argentina is former England goalkeeper David Seaman, there for the heartbreak of 1998 and the joy of 2002, two games with two very different outcomes. Or he says this England side could go all the way. He spoke to our reporter, Will Tullis.
For years, he was England's shot-stopper-in-chief. A memorable presence with some memorable hairstyles between the sticks.
Goodness me, how did that not go in?
Today, 28 years after his England side were knocked out by Argentina, David Seaman told us the current team can go one better.
For it to be against Argentina as well obviously brings back lots of memories for me, good and bad. But it's such an achievement, but we're in a chance now where I think we're half expecting to go to that next stage, and actually to get to the final.
That 1998 game ended, as it so often did for England, in penalty shootout heartbreak.
It was a strange night. It was strange because even afterwards in the car park. So we're out of the World Cup now, and we're in with our families and friends and waiting to get on the coach. And the Argentinian coach is right next to ours, and all their players get in it, and then they start singing and dancing and banging on the windows and all this sort of thing. So we returned the favour in no two.
Yes, he can! Revenge came 4 years later via a David Beckham penalty when England beat Argentina in the group stage. How did that feel, that redemption?
That redemption felt very nice, actually.
Jordan Pickford, he's been a mainstay between the sticks for England for years now. There's been some questions, especially from commentators abroad, about him, but he's had some solid performances this tournament. What's your assessment of Jordan Pickford?
He's been brilliant for England. Yeah, OK, there's been a couple of question marks about a couple of the goals he's let in this tournament, but before that, he's the reason why we're in this sort of position. As goalkeepers, we make mistakes. Yeah, but it's how you react afterwards. And from what I see with Jordan is that he reacts positively.
And if you thought watching as a fan is any less nerve-wracking than being on the pitch for David, think again.
Hopefully we score a few early goals and it makes us all, we can all chill out and have a nice beer or whatever you want to drink and watch the game in comfort rather than the stress looking through your hands and, you know, not looking at the telly and all that sort of thing.
As the Three Lions face Argentina once more, this England legend is with them all the way.
Come on, England!
Will Tullis, ITV News.
Do the garden bit first and I'll come in with your photos soon for you. I've got photos, I'll come in soon for them, alright?
Look at that, red out. I want to speak to you. Very wakey. Is there anyone named Keegan anywhere? Is there anyone called Keegan?
I have no experience in game development at all.
I've learned how to work with AI in games.
On England!
I'm red out. I'd like to appreciate my chances of trying to go up the table just like the rest.
This feels normal now, even expected for England. But it really isn't. Playing a semi-final. Meeting here in Atlanta with Argentina will be their fourth semi-final in 8 years, as many as in the team's entire history before then.
It is an absolutely beauty in a magnitude of a match, in a magnitude of an occasion. But me personally, I don't feel it as a burden. I will feel the nerves and the tension tomorrow.
The reason they've been following this team across North America, spending thousands, is to see 60 years of hurt end.
We're always there and thereabouts. We just need to get to that next step. We just got to turn it up another gear, get a couple of gears up, start playing real good football, and we'll smash these lot.
I'm the biggest Messi fan in the world. For me, he's the greatest player to ever put boots on. But would I have him in the England side over Jude tomorrow? I would not.
Argentina, I don't think have played an actual team yet. They haven't. They're the first team to get to the semi-final that hasn't played a team in the FIFA top 10 ranking.
Fans and players have grown up on the heartache, the oh-so-nears in World Cup semis since the glory of '66. Tears in Turin and defeat to the Germans in 1990. 2018 in Moscow, being crushed by Croatia's comeback.
And there will be much to fear here in Atlanta from the reigning champions. And not just the Argentine fans making so much noise, but Lionel Messi and co have struggled at times in this World Cup. They came close to being humiliated by Cape Verde and required a comeback against Egypt. England have required 5 backs of their own, but with 6 goals each, Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane have proved elite rescue acts.
You know, it's going to be a fun watch and one that we're going to be talking about for a long time. The pressure, the onus is on them. They're the world champions. So they need to come out, they need to defend their title, so there's no pressure on us at all.
England did reach back-to-back Euros finals under Gareth Southgate, but both were lost. In 2024 to Spain, who beat France 2-0 last night in the first semi-final. So the Three Lions already know there could be a rematch with Spain, but first they must overcome Argentina. A World Cup final in touching distance again after waiting so long. Rob Harris, Sky News, Atlanta.
Keir Starmer. Alright. Good. Julie Garland versus Keir Starmer had some words to say about England, and he also wished 3 lines for best of luck for tonight. Let's listen.
But I must start by saying I'm truly horrified by the murder of Anne Widdecombe. She was a distinguished politician. Felt by political colleagues in the Conservative Party for many years and in Reform as well, and that's why and sprayed with anti-Semitic.
Hold on, guys.
Here we go.
In addition to my duties in this house, I have an important appointment with the television at 8 o'clock this evening. Most of us, Mr. Speaker, can only dream of playing the role of Jude Bellingham, scoring the winning...
Because someone's talking about Jude Bellingham.
In addition to my duties in this house, I have an important appointment with the television at 8 o'clock this evening. Most of us, Mr. Speaker, can only dream of playing the role of Jude Bellingham, scoring the winning goal, leading our team to victory. Yet the Prime Minister did it. But politics, like football, is a ruthless game, and he's now been handed a red card by the 400 dodgy referees.
Well, that's that for me.
Politics, like football,
This is for I'm just gonna listen to this a minute.
Is a ruthless game, and he's now been handed a red card by the 400 dodgy referees. What advice, Mr. Speaker, does this Prime Minister have for the Right Honourable Member for Makerfield to ensure that he, unlike himself, doesn't end up with an early bath?
But, Mr. Speaker, I think that's the first and sadly probably the last time I'll be compared to Jude Bellingham. But I thank him for that. And on the question of red cards, I can't tell him how much incoming I had a week ago Monday after President Trump intervened for their red card, for me to get the England red card adjusted. Just for the record, Mr. Speaker, I didn't attend. But for my successor and for the England team, I won't give advice. I will simply give my wholehearted support. And Mr. Speaker, just for the record, I don't care what the score is tonight, as long as we win.
If you want to lead this country, you should set out your plans to do so. We have. But one politician intends to spend the summer...
Just in case someone doesn't care whether it's sort of hope he just wants him to win, I'm just gonna play a few-minute clip of Thomas Tuchel.
It's there, it's good. It's there, it's close. You can feel it, and there's this.
You can feel it in your players.
I can feel it in the group. I can feel it in the staff. Yeah, we want to continue this tournament.
Thomas, let's start with the Norway game. You seemed, by the time you spoke to me, you seemed a little bit downbeat, a little bit frustrated. You've had a few days to reflect. Are you still as frustrated?
No, of course not. I have it out of my system, but I was, of course, delighted with the mentality and delighted with the achievement. It's a top achievement. At the same time, I was not fully happy with our performance, and at times a bit frustrated because I think everything was there. But we didn't find the spaces, and we couldn't dominate the game and create as much chances, accelerate the game as we wished for. I understand the opportunity, I understand the circumstances, I understand that it's difficult, but still, I'm a football coach. I try to bring the best out of players, to demand the very best, to not settle on any lower standards. So I was in a bit of a mixed feeling, which is also not for the first time in my career. I have it completely out of the system, which is also necessary and also my job. So we reframed it, we debriefed it together as a group, and we're all focused now, full steam ahead into semi-final, big match coming.
What do you make of Jude Bellingham's reaction to your comments when they were put to him?
Not a lot. It's a post-match interview. I think we come from the same mindset, as we come from the same place of being competitive, wanting to win. He just scored 2 goals. He's totally exhausted because he gave literally everything physically. And then the reporter asks him, by the way, the coach said you were sloppy. So what do you expect of a player in this very minute after the match? The reporter didn't tell him that I said he had he's a world-class player with world-class decisive moment. The reporter did not say that I praised the mentality of the team, so it was a quite negative question to ask. Like I said, we come from a place where we're both competitors, and we don't lose any sleep over this.
So to those that are saying there's any issue between yourself and Jude Bellingham, that's completely wrong.
No, there's no issue. There's no issue. We're competing for the same. We're competing for the same goal. We're both not satisfied. We're both still hungry, as everyone is, which is a good thing. And I still feel it as my duty and my job description to push and address if ever standards drop to a little bit, to make sure that the standards go up and that we don't accept it.
You said it to me post-match, you've said it then, as a football coach, you weren't happy with elements. What are those elements, and can you fix them with such a short turnaround? Because England, whatever, have got 2 games in a week.
I think it's fixable because of nothing new. We didn't ask for something new, and we expected the way Norway played and exactly the way they did. So I understand fully. I'm experienced enough that sometimes you prepare a team, the other team shows up in a different shape, they defend in a different structure. So it's very difficult to change on field. I get all this, but in this game, I think we saw the Norwegian team exactly attacking and defending the way we expected. We were not disciplined enough in our offensive positioning, and we were just not clinical enough. We had a way too high amount of technical mistakes before our attacks could even accelerate, before our attacks could even start. It was we broke our rhythm down with technical mistakes. We had ball losses. It cost in positioning and in technical mistakes. So that's just one point. That's just a fact. We didn't create a new structure. We didn't ask the players to play in a new structure. So yeah, I think we can do better, and I think we will do by nature better. It's just what it is. If you cannot play the nicest football, if it is a struggle, this is also part of this critique. Find a way to win, hang in there, do what we do on the highest level. We give everything physically, we give everything as a team, and we never give in. So we're in a good place.
Extra time in the hottest conditions that England have played so far.
So I think one out of an arrangement is building. Thank you. We are going to right now. So far. I think. Amy, how are the nerves? Well, Amy is at a fan park in Manchester with a special guest this evening. Amy, how are the nerves where you are?
No nerves, just excitement. And I'm joined now by a man who knows all about those nerves, former England goalkeeper David James. David, thank you for being with us tonight. First of all, how are you feeling?
Well, thanks for having me on, but I'm feeling very confident. I think England could beat Argentina today and get to that final on Sunday.
What have you made of England's performance?
think the way that we've got to the final has been awesome. We've had to change styles, we've had to adapt, not only in personnel but in formations and everything, having players sent off. And I just think the resilience that Thomas Tuchel and the squad have shown has given me the encouragement, the confidence that we can go all the way.
You know what it is like to be in that dressing room. I mean, what are the players going to be feeling right now?
I hope they are excited. I know, having been in change rooms before, there's a lot of nerves, understandably, especially with these guys. I mean, it's the semi-final of the World Cup. There's a lot of experience there from semi-finals to get to finals, and also what they've had to endure. I think Mexico and the Azteca was probably the acid test for this England team, how they were going to perform under really, really difficult conditions, and they did everything superbly.
I mean, there is so much history with Argentina. How much would that win mean to them tonight?
Just win, as far as the players are concerned, just win. For us fans, it gives us the bragging rights and everything. And as you say, there's a lot of history, not only in the World Cup, of course, but there's a lot of talent that they're playing against. They are playing against the current world champions. And if that's not enough to get excited about, then I don't know what is.
Well, it's not going to be easy, but either way, it is going to be some night here in Manchester.
Amy in Manchester, where the excitement is building. Thank you. There's more ahead on the ITV Evening News. And so, it is nearly time for this one last match before Sunday's World Cup final. A fight underwall, the summer side carrying their nation's hopes, because maybe, just maybe, this could be their year. Come on, Maine. Tom will have all the latest at 10. But for now, from all of us here and in Atlanta, a very good night. Enjoy the match. Bye-bye.
Finally tonight.
To say to you, Mr. Card, adjusted just so the...
So many prime ministers.
As Prime Minister, can I thank the Prime Minister for his public service, his international...
Will there be a...
Ali, live in Downing Street, good to see you, thank you.
Finally, Sir Keir Starmer had his last PMQs in for House of Commons this afternoon, saying goodbye to all the Labour MPs, and saying goodbye to Mr. Speaker himself, Sir Lindsay Hoyle. He got a standing ovation before leaving and shook Sir Lindsay's hand.
We now come to the final Prime Minister's questions of this term, and indeed the final Prime Minister's questions for the Right Honourable, the Member for Holborn and St Pancras as Prime Minister. Can I thank the Prime Minister for his public service, his international leadership, particularly in his steadfast support for Ukraine. I am sure members will wish to join me in wishing him and his family well in the future. And let's hope this Prime Minister will be bringing home a winning England World Cup for the team. On that note, I'm going to call Graham Stewart.
Question one, Mr.
On that note, I'm going to call Graham Stewart.
Of this House, and I believe we must do more to defend our democracy. Question one, Mr. Speaker.
Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, can I thank you for your kind words? But I must start by saying I'm truly horrified by the murder of Anne Widdecombe. She was a distinguished politician with deep convictions, whose vivid and fearless character captured the public imagination. My heartfelt condolences go out to all of her friends and all of her loved ones. Mr. Speaker, it is chilling that during my time in this Parliament, 11 years, 3 serving or former MPs have been murdered. I look across the shield for our dear friend Jo Cox, and the shield for Sir David Amess that sits behind me. Mr. Speaker, I know this is a House matter, so this is my personal view, but I do believe befitting for the House to consider a similar tribute to Anne. We thank the police for their work, and the integrity of their investigation must be protected. Mr. Speaker, you have been instrumental in defending the safety of every member of this House, and I believe we must do more to defend our democracy. I've tasked officials across government to identify the best mechanisms for taking this work forward so it can move as quickly as possible. And I hope the whole House can unite behind that in the months ahead. Mr. Speaker, let me also pay tribute to the courage of the Hillsborough families. The Hillsborough law we passed in this House last night is not only a law for them and the 97, it is a law that ensures the state serves millions of working people and always gives a voice to those who fight for justice. A law for everyone, delivered by a Labour government in the best traditions of the Labour movement. Mr. Speaker, this morning I have meetings with ministerial colleagues and others. In addition to my duties in this House, I have an important appointment with the television at 8 o'clock this evening.
May I associate myself with the Prime Minister's remarks about Anne Widdecombe, take this opportunity to thank him for his public service and wish him and his family all the best for the future. Most of us, Mr. Speaker, can only dream of playing the role of Jude Bellingham, scoring the winning goal, leading our team to victory. Yet the Prime Minister did it. But politics, like football, is a ruthless game, and he's now been handed a red card by the 400 dodgy referees. What advice, Mr. Speaker, does this Prime Minister have for the Right Honourable Member for Makerfield to ensure that he, unlike himself, doesn't end up with an early bath?
Mr. Speaker, I think that's the first and sadly probably the last time I'll be compared to Jude Bellingham. But I thank him for that. And on the question of red cards, I can't tell him how much incoming I had a week ago Monday after President Trump intervened for their red card, for me to get the England red card adjusted. Just for the record, Mr. Speaker, I didn't attempt. But for my successor and for the England team, I won't give advice. I will simply give my wholehearted support. And Mr. Speaker, just for the record, I don't care what the score is tonight, as long as we win.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Can I take this opportunity to thank the Prime Minister for his many years?
Mr. Speaker, can I start by thanking the Prime Minister for the way he responded to the murder of Anne Widdecombe last week. This is the first opportunity I've had on the floor of the House to commemorate her life. A lot has been said about how she died. I want to focus on celebrating the life she lived. She was a woman of high principle, profound beliefs with a wicked sense of humour, a wonderful combination of being a serious person who did not take herself too seriously. She changed her faith from Anglican to Catholic and from the Conservative Party to the Brexit Party, but she always remained part of the Conservative family. You may not always have agreed with her, but Anne Widdecombe was a woman who said what she meant and meant what she said. Hers was an honesty that made our politics better. Her wit and forthrightness sat alongside a deep humanity and decency. She had wonderful turns of phrase. She said, we need less political correctness and more political courage. She said, if we deny our culture, become nothing and everything, that weakens us. And finally, Mr. Speaker, she also said, it is a truth universally unacknowledged at Westminster that there is life after politics. So with that in mind, I turn to this Prime Minister's final questions. Mr. Speaker, I wanted to make sure that I got the tone right today. his final questions to Boris Johnson. And luckily for him, I plan to be much gentler than he was that day. Week after week, the Prime Minister and I have clashed at this dispatch box and rarely agreed on anything. But there is one thing I did admire. When President Zelensky was attacked in the White House, the Prime Minister showed leadership and invited him to Downing Street. That was the right thing to do. Ukraine is on the front line in the battle for freedom. So does the Prime Minister agree that cross-party support for their cause must endure?
Prime Minister. Can I start by joining her in a tribute to Anne Widdecombe? I know that the hurt is keenly felt across all her friends and family, but it's particularly keenly felt by political colleagues in the Conservative Party for many years and in Reform as well. And that's why one of the first things I did on Friday was to phone the Leader of the Opposition and the Leader and Deputy Leader of Reform to express my condolences and to try to act in a cross-party manner, because I knew how much this would hurt them and their parties and many people in their party. And I thank them for taking that call in the spirit that they did last Friday. I thank her for her comments about Ukraine. We have stood united on Ukraine in this House. We supported the last government in the approach that they took, and we've taken that approach on. That meeting with President Zelensky, the day after he was evicted from the Oval Office, he left alone. He got a plane. We got him to come to London, and I asked him to come to Downing Street straight away. And I walked out to meet him. I gave him a hug, and then I showed him what was in the street, which was many people who had come thinking that he was visiting Downing Street. And the moment he got out the car and hugged me, they cheered on the top of their voices, the British people, to tell President Zelensky exactly what they thought of him and the way that he had been treated. And that...
Shop lab-grown diamonds at Mappin & Webb today, online or in your local showroom.
I can do this. Can I thank...
I can't believe it.
Answer from this dispatch box. Every Prime Minister knows when they take up the torch that the day will come when they have to pass it on. That day has come for me. This is the end of my political journey. In 6 years, went from historic defeat in 2019 to historic victory in 2024. And in 2 years in government, I leave the country in better shape than I found it. I am proud of everything that we have achieved. Mr. Speaker, can I just take time to say to you, Mr. Speaker, and all those who work for the House and in our constituency offices, thank you for all your hard work. To our civil service, thank you also for all your hard work. To my political team, many of them are here today, who came on this journey with me, thank you so much for everything you have done and being prepared to walk through fire for me. To my colleagues on these benches, I am proud of all we have achieved together and proud of each and every one of you. To my successor and each of you, I will give my full support. To all colleagues across the House, can I wish you good health and happiness. To all those in the gallery whose lives have been changed or improved by this Labour government, and all across the country who struggle to be seen or heard, you're the reason I came into politics. To my wife and children, I love you. Goodbye.
That was the case time with us. Prime Minister's questions in the comments. Right, that's it for me and the team. I'll be back with the late news a little bit later. I'll be with you at 10:20 PM your local time. You can watch the World Cup semi-final between England and Argentina on BBC One and BBC Play right now. Good luck to Three Lions. And wherever you're watching it, have a safe night and enjoy the football. I'll be back with the news. From us, our whole team, have a good evening. Bye bye. Good luck, England. Bye bye.